Joe Rogan's attacks on Canada, and I can't wait to actually. This is great. Okay, cool. Let's go.
Canada's communist. Canada's crazy.
Why is he saying Canada's crazy? Richard says, "Love you, Mish. Love you, baby."
Canada's communist. Canada's crazy.
Why is he saying Canada's crazy? He doesn't need to jump in with he's acting like he's got some great, but that's what's so funny about this Tom Segura. He's so funny, dude. Even on his podcast, like his interview with Tate speech is so good because that's the thing with comedians, man. Only these people can deal with the Andrew Tate. Because all the mainstream media people, they're going to take Andrew Tate. They're going to be like, oh, how could you say that? And then it's just going to be like, bitch got owned. It's going to be feminist bitch owned. That's it. That's what they're going to do. But when Tom Segura, like, he's just yes. This is the most comedic yes-anding. This guy has no idea what Joe Rogan's going to say. He has no reason to say this about Canada. There's no reason to attack Canada like this. Communist. Oh, is it? It's communist. We're communists now. I got to put that into the thing. Let's restart that clip, and I'm going to put it into the goddamn thing.
Canada's communist. Canada's crazy.
What happened to you, Tom Segura, that you got to just Canada's crazy? Canada. This is a little bit the pot's calling the kettle black, right? You're in America. You're calling Canada crazy? Excuse me. Let's have a little respect. Let's have a little goddamn respect here, okay? We are but a vassal state in your empire, sir. We are but a vassal state. Even if we wanted to be communist, is Daddy America going to let us? Of course not. And not that I want to even be. I'm not even saying I don't want to be communist. Shout out to Ayush. Ayush came in at 7 minutes. He's texting in here saying, Amish, you're muted. Amish, hey, man. Amish, you're muted. Wow, that's so funny. But no, this is an attack. This is truly an attack on Canada. I got to add Canada communist to this because this is bullshit, dude. Canada communist. How could we be communist? We are living but in the American empire, sir. We are but a vassal state in your empire, sir. So we are not communist. We follow the rules. Like, what are they talking about? We got to play that again. It's just so dumb. And then Tom Segura is like, nothing happened to him that he has to do an attack like this on Canada.
Canada's communist. Canada's crazy.
What's crazy? What's crazy? You're in America. We are a sober, toned down version of you, sir. What do you mean? Yeah, Canada's crazy. Did he say fuck Canada? Like Segura just goes, fuck Canada, man. They just, you know what? When you go on Joe Rogan, that's what you have to do. You're not there to disagree. You're there to be you got to be like a bit of a fanboy, I guess. I mean, you're going to be. I would be too. If he said some shit, I'd be like, yeah, fucking Canada's fucked. Fucking Canada. Fuck Canada, dude. Why?
They got to get rid of that guy.
And of course, this is Sky News, Australia. Sky News, Australia, always doing the right-wing rips. I think this is the parent company to Fox News. I think that's the history. I got to look into it. 2.66 million subs. They got bangers, honestly. And this is a perfect 2-minute, 40-second clip. We'll do the full reaction to this clip. Sky News Australia, amazing. They have so many great clips like this. And they're actually very funny. But they are very like right-wing propaganda. Like this is a lie. Why are they using this serial killer picture of Justin Trudeau? There's a lot of sexy photos of Justin Trudeau. This is the pervert turned serial killer photo, right? Short hair, don't like it. No beard, don't like it. He needs to get that beard fucking back, idiot. So stupid. The beard makes you look like a fucking man. This is the problem, is that they think we're communists because they associate. This is the problem with Joe Rogan, though. And I've supported him from day one on this podcast. I supported him through the COVID attacks. I supported him against the mainstream media. I always support him. The N-word thing, I was like, come on, just cool it. I said it here on this channel. Go back, take notes, watch it. But this one, I said he stepped too far. And well, hopefully with you guys, I can find it in my heart to forgive him. But let's continue. Oh, popular podcaster Joe Rogan has castigated. It sounds castigated. It's very close to castrated. And it makes you just think of that. Basically, what these guys are fucking good, right? Let me just go back to the comments and make sure I don't sound like a kooky duke. His news haircut is like a dog. Is like this dog. Yeah. His new haircut is like a filthy fucking pervert dog. Like a pervert who turned into a serial killer. That's what this is. He's not, they're purposely, this is Sky News Australia, but also castigated. It sounds like castrated. You know, they know what they're doing. In this manosphere anti-Me Too men's movement we're going through right now, we're almost living in a manly backlash on the society. And right now they're extra excited. And they're like, while you're beat down, let us beat you down more. And they're doing these attacks. And it's like, what? It's castrated. Joe Rogan cut Trudeau's dick off, is what they're saying. Okay, all that being said, this is like Shakespearean. Joe Rogan has cut the penis, castrated Justin Trudeau. It's good that we live in a world like that. I feel like back in the day, they would do that. They used to do that, like kings and stuff, and like whatever empire people, they would do that. They would go and they'd be like, oh, are you going to kill me? No, I will cut your penis off. And that's it. Popular podcaster Joe Rogan has castigated Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, accusing him of behaving like a dictator. Oh, dictator. We are the tyranny. We are the tyranny. Excuse me, Joe Rogan. We are but a vassal state in your empire, sir. We are but a vassal state. So as a humble citizen of this vassal state of Canada, of your empire, I think you need to show some respect. Because let me tell you something. Whatever, I know they made him look like a pervert. They got the most pervert picture of all. The most serial killer picture of all. I know. And here's the point, though, okay? The tyranny that this guy's doing if let's say he gets elected 8 years, the tyranny he will do in 8 years is the tyranny that your president does in 1 weekend, Joe Rogan. How dare you, dude? And they both of them, it's a comedy. They're being silly. This guy's a piece of shit. It's not even close, dude. You guys are the tyranny. To Saudi Arabia, to all the Middle East, you guys are the tyranny. South America, you guys are the tyranny. You guys are the tyranny. You guys are doing a lot of tyrannies in the world to take, okay, someone's a little lefty, like Trudeau. Maybe he didn't handle COVID too well, and we can't give him a forgiveness on this. That's the real place that we got to come to. We got to forgive him for his mistake. He made a lot of mistakes during COVID. And he did a mistake during the truckers' protests, and the video gets into that. But they always got to jump to this conclusion that he's a dictator. He wants to be a dictator. That's right. Is that it? You can't say he's a pussy and he's a dictator. Okay, it's one or the other. He doesn't even want to be the prime minister. He was too stupid to do anything else, and his wife and his family forced him to do it. He doesn't even want to be the prime minister. Are you crazy? He wants to finish it. He wants to be like, okay, I'm out. I'm done now. He's just doing it to get money, and then he'll get out. He'll get out in 8 years, and then he'll write books, and he's going to have to do a bunch of he's just going to book himself on a bunch of speaking tours and just get every penny he has, move into a tiny house, and just do the numbers and be like, okay, I can live now. That's what he had to do. That's all he's here for. He's not that aggressive. He's kind of an idiot, which I agree with that. But anyway. On his July 14th episode of Joe Rogan Experience, Mr. Rogan said his opinion of Mr. Trudeau soured after his treatment of Freedom Convoy protesters.
Oh, you don't like criticism. You're trying to shut down criticism by saying that all your critics are misogynists and racists.
Yeah.
You hear he said that about the trucking people, the truckers?
He called them.
Called them all misogynists and racists.
Oof.
Yeah, he's gross. He's a sketchy guy.
Man, Segura doesn't even know. He's just going along with it, agreeing with it. Oh yeah, what'd he do? They like look at this conversation. He's like, he's a communist. Fucked. Segura's like, yeah, he's fucked, man. See what he did to the truckers? What'd he do? Oh yeah. Like he doesn't even care. But that's a good that's actually very good skill. That's why the comedians are the only ones who can really talk about this. That's why the comedians are the only ones who can really talk about Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate, only the comedian, because they can just, even on his podcast, it's like that. It's so silly. Andrew Tate on his podcast, it's so funny because they're not like, that's how you have to be. Treat it silly. Oh, hundreds of people occupied downtown Ottawa for over a month earlier this year to protest against the Canadian government's treatment of cross-border truckers. Okay, here's the issue on this Canadian trucker protest. Everyone I know in Ottawa, and they're all lefties, but they hate them. They were like, this is like, they were like, they're assholes. They're mean. They're coming. They're like getting in our faces. They're kind of yelling at us. So everyone in Ottawa kind of hated them. And then everyone, yeah, I know, but that's agitation. Like, I mean, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to be like, you're trying to agitate the society to get your point across. This is true activism. And, you know, this is Canada, though. We don't do this. We don't protest. Even whether you think this is righteous or not, we don't protest here. You know what I mean? That's what makes it crazy that Joe Rogan's saying all this about Canada. Canada is so chill. It's too chill to be a tyranny. Too chill to even go communist. Come on. We're following the rule. We're living in your system. We're not going to, we are basically an American state. Okay. Get the fuck out of here. God damn it. We're an American state and we we follow all the rules and we don't need to take this shit that we did something wrong. We crossed all the T's and dotted the I's and we're following all the rules in Canada. I can guarantee you that. As far as regarding communism, we have one party that's a little more left of your party, but your party's completely right wing. So we have the freedom to have a left wing party. Excuse me, sir. Just because you guys don't have a left wing party, you have two basically right wing parties. They don't do anything for working class people, whatever. We just have a slightly more, it's this much more left. Trudeau is the Prime Minister of Canada, and he's the leader of the Liberal Party. Liberal Party and really the Democratic Party in the US are the exact same party. If you made a political spectrum, it would be like right wing. And because they're so hard as fuck, they're constantly pulling to the right. Then you have left wing. Because they've been pulling to the right, the left wing is just a centrist party. They're not, we don't have the liberals in Canada, the Democrats in America. They're not going to say shit about workers' rights. They're not going to say shit about military intervention. Like they're not going to do anything left wing, actually. They're centrist. And then in Canada, we have a third party, the NDPs, and they're not going to win ever. Like sometimes they win and then they just lose right away. They're basically like a punishment party. The NDP, like it's like 4%. It's nothing. We're talking about 4 or 5 seats out of like 180. Like it's not happening for the NDPs in Canada. That's why I find this communist attack so offensive, people. I wish we could be. No, I don't wish that. I don't wish that. That's the thing. They represent my views, which are very centrist. We're a very centrist country. You guys can hear me okay, right? See, now Didier Munya Marensby is saying, haha, still figuring out the mute button I see. Did I press the mute button? What the hell's going on here? Fry Media Limited says Jay Peterson will replace him as PM. Yeah. Well, when he's got Joe Rogan doing his propagandisms, Canada's a communist. We're following the rules, dude. Hold on. Let me pause the music. Let's get through this video. Wow. It's crazy that the right-wing people did a protest. You know what a big hatred of them is? is like all the lefties, which is most of Canada, we're almost mad that we don't ever protest anything and that we don't do shit. And then when right-wing people do it, we're like, oh, they're doing it. Like there's a little bit of haterism in that. There's a little bit of haterism because this protest, my view is that like this protest, like I think Trudeau went too far with them. Like he did overreach. Actually, I do actually agree with that on Joe Rogan's. Like the overreach is too much. Like apparently the people who organize this truckers protest, their bank accounts are frozen. They're fucked. They are fucked. Yeah, that is a tyranny, isn't it? Holy shit. Yeah, no, god damn it. Wow, just like that. Enlightenment happens in an instant. Just like that, I just realized, wow. Yeah. Yeah, no, he's got a point. I didn't realize what he was talking about. I guess so. That's the issue. Apparently, like some of the main people that were working on this truckers protest, they can't access their bank accounts. Maybe they can't pay their mortgage. They might lose their mortgages. Like it's fucked up, man. They really fucked them up, and it's too far. And then the fact that they brought in the cops to like clear it out. It's a peaceful protest. Yeah, that's technically a tyranny. Holy shit, I can't believe it. Jacob Bruce says, and just like that, Amisha's Team Rogan. No, I mean, yeah, no, okay. Well, you know what? I got heated. I just saw the video yesterday, and I got heated about it. And I was like, how dare he? I mean, it's still like not even close. Dude, they had 50 school shootings this year. Because they can't tell. They overturned Roe v. Wade. This is one thing we did, and it's the one thing we're going to do in like 5 years. America did like 6 things this year that were way worse than more tyranny. Still, this is the pod calling the kettle black. These guys are in America, dude. Why is Tom Segura just like, yeah, Canada's fucked. Canada's fucked. What did they do? He doesn't even know. He goes, Canada's fucked, dude. Yeah, Canada fucking fucked. Wait, we're at 103. I gotta see the opening. He's so funny.
Canada's communist. Canada's crazy. They're
He doesn't even know what the conversation is. This is he's coming in this blind. I don't think before the podcast, I don't think Joe Rogan's like, hey man, we're gonna talk about we're gonna review this Canada thing, read the article, whatever. I don't think so. I think it's Canada's fucked, dude. And this guy just goes, Canada's communist. Canada's fucked, dude.
Canada's communist. Canada's crazy. They're
You're crazy. How dare you? How dare you? In what way are we more crazy than you? You guys are out of control. One thing. You guys made COVID. Excuse me. You fucking made COVID. You're Fauci fuck. You want to talk about tyranny? The highest paid person in everything. Fauci. At least our prime minister is tyrannical. Your fucking side guy's a tyranny guy. Fauci, what the fuck? He made the fucking thing, dude. I've been saying that for a year on this goddamn show. Thank God we weren't that big yet and we didn't get demonetized like all the other channels. But even their side guy is more evil than a Trudeau. What are they talking about? In what world? Canada's crazy, dude. He doesn't even say Canada's fucking. Canada's crazy.
Canada's communist. Canada's crazy. They're
what are you talking about?
They got to get rid of that guy.
This is the pot calling the kettle black, isn't it? Just a vassal state, a humble vassal state in your empire, sir. Following all the rules. How dare you? Let's go to 1 minute. And we're going to play that again after. That's so funny. As thousands of Canadians descended on downtown Ottawa, Prime Minister Trudeau acted decisively to quell the protesters. Okay. Did he? No. He kind of ran away. Descended on... No, can't. Prime Minister acted decisively. I thought he ran away at first. I thought especially the conservative story on this was, as thousands of Canadians descended on downtown Ottawa, Prime Minister Trudeau fled for his life and said that he got COVID and had to leave Ottawa for 2 weeks. Like a bitch. I thought that's actually, because that's what happened. He did. Like, that's, That's what I mean, dude. Tyrant? Is he a tyrant? Like, he's such a pussy, dude. He's just doing it because he couldn't do anything else. There's no political ambitions even in him. That's the crazy thing. If it was up to him, his whole life, he was saying, I don't want to do it. I don't want to be prime minister. Fuck that. I'm not going to do it. Nothing else worked out. He tried to be an actor. Didn't work. He tried to be in politics, but it's not enough money because he's a prince. The prince need money. Prince need too much money. So he was an MP for 2 years, dude. He actually has like no career before becoming prime minister. It's not, I guess it's just his dad was a prime minister. Yeah. But even on that, how are these Americans? What are you guys doing? Bush, junior, senior? Come on. Trump's a millionaire. He becomes president. These guys act like they have no tyranny, that they're such a free country. You think America's a free country? You have to be a billionaire to win just to pay for the thing. Or you have to sell out completely like Obama had to sell out in order to get the $1 billion to run his campaign. But you have to be like a billionaire, or your dad had to be prime minister. Or you have to be like Molesty. He enacted the Emergencies Act, which gives the government and police unilateral powers to crush the protest. Yeah, I guess that adds that. Okay, yeah, fine, fair enough. Whatever he got himself, I feel like in America, the cops just have it already. Like what we do in Emergencies Act, the Americans, like, you guys just do that for fucking nothing. You're doing it in Iraq and Afghanistan every goddamn day. Not anymore Afghanistan, I guess. But then in your own country, like, if there's any little thing, what? Your cops are going to fuck shit up. This is nothing, dude. This is, I bet if an American cop read the Canadian Emergencies Act, they'd be like, we already have all this. See, this is the problem with Americans. You are living in your Americo-centric world, and you think this is tyranny. Let me tell you something. Our Emergencies Act, you guys are way aggressive than us. The Emergencies Act allows banks to freeze the personal accounts of anyone linked to the protest without a court order. Yeah, that's fucked up, actually. Yeah, yeah. Okay, fine. But you guys had the war on terror. War on terror is the same shit. They did this to a bunch of Muslims in America over, like, whatever, 10 years after 9/11. You know, and what was that? That was your own government playing in the Middle East, doing shenanigans. Then doing shenanigans. I mean, this is even nothing, dude, compared to you guys. Who do you think you are? Huh. Has it? I think, okay, here's the thing with this, though. Mr. Trudeau's popularity has been declining since the Freedom Convoy protests were squashed. Yeah, but correlation is not causation. I think everyone who had to deal with COVID, everyone hates them. That's the problem, man. It's a tough situation, honestly, and it's something that nobody knew how to handle, and people made a lot of mistakes. And now there's like this whole movement that's like, no, you were trying to do tyranny. It must be you have an instinct for tyranny. You wanted tyranny. And it's like, or like what happened to stupid? Right? What happened to, like, everyone's dumb and a pussy, and then you have one psycho like Fauci in that mix of pussies? That's the real situation. Like Trudeau, he's such a puppet. He doesn't want to be that guy. Like, he wants to go home. He just wants to hang out. He is a prince. He doesn't want to be tyrannical. He wants to, like, just do it long enough that he can leave and call it a day. But then, yeah, I guess so. Mr. Trudeau's popularity, I think it's because of COVID. I think it's because he just happened to be the prime minister during COVID. Everyone hates COVID, and then they blame it on the thing. It's just like economy. Like, everyone just thought Bill Clinton was the greatest president because he was a charming guy, and then he had a booming ass economy, and then everyone was just like, oh, he's so cool. This is a little bit of that, I think. Fucking, what is this serial killer photo? Get back the beard, get back the long hair. This is stupid. When hot people get cocky. That's what this is. That's what this is. This is when hot people get cocky. Who the fuck do you think you are, dude? Stay fucking sexy. It's your only goddamn value. You better goddamn stay sexy. Put the beard on. Put the long fucking hair on. Big sexy hair. This is some serial killer shit. What is he doing? A recent Post Media Ledger poll found 55% of Canadians strongly or somewhat disapproved of Mr. Trudeau's performance as Prime Minister. Again, it's going to happen. It's COVID. You just hate whoever's in charge because you hate COVID. And nobody can do right. According to the Angus Reid Institute, only 38% of Canadians approve of his performance as Prime Minister in a survey taken in June. Dude, this is sick, man. The music and everything. In January 2022, just prior to the protests, around 50% of Canadians approved of Mr. Trudeau's performance as Prime Minister. Yeah, dude. So we're going to 50% approve. Does that mean 50% disapprove? So it went up by 5%. Wow. Sky News, man. This is what I love about conservatives. They just turn every stupid thing into news. Like, you look at Daily Wire right now, Ben Shapiro's outfit. Ben Shapiro just signed Jordan Peterson, just putting out hitters. If you watch their shit, you just think like, wow, these guys are fucking killing it. They're killing it. We got to watch that opening again. This pisses me off.
Canada is communist.
Canada's crazy.
They're
Canada's crazy. Canada. No, that's too funky right now. That's too newsy. Oh, how can we forgive? How can we forgive people? Oh, I see a donation. Thanks, baby. Did you post a BTC or ETH address, Digital Karmas? Colin, we did not. But my producer Ayush is in the waiting room. Ayush, do we have a BTC address that he can send money to? Is that a thing? He's saying he'll send us $20 a month if we give him a BTC or ETH address. Thanks, baby. Those are very powerful digital karmas. I appreciate you. $2. Colin Lorenzo. Thanks, homie. Habibis. Habibis, how can we forgive? How can we forgive? I think it's a brainwash. I mean, Segura's just doing podcast host. He's just saying, Canada's fucking nuts. Who are you, dude? This is the most Florida man's. Isn't he like a Florida man kind of guy? He's got a Florida man kind of vibe. Like, that's his comedy. He's like a silly guy. And he's calling Canada. Like, it's like a buttoned up, cleaned up, nice version of you guys. What do you think, man? This is weird. But I blame, you know what I blame? You know who I blame? Jordan Peterson. That Babaji Baba Shri, Jordan Peterson. This is his fault. This has to be him. He's in their ear and he's saying, say something, say, why don't you say for community? That's what, this is what they do. I've had uncles like that, man. They're like, hey, Amish, in your comedy, say Muslims are taking everything and terrorists, say something like that. Good for community and good for the comedy. That's what I think this is. I think Jordan Peterson's coming in Joe Rogan's ear and saying, yeah, say something about that Justin Trudeau. He's a monster. And this guy's going to say, it's brainwash on brainwash. His Babaji tells him, and you want to listen to your Babaji, right? Just like you guys listening to me for hours, giving me money. You know, you want to support your Babaji. You want to be like, no, my Babaji knows. So that's it. His Babaji's telling him, like, no, you got to say something about Canada and the tyrannical communist. What's communist? JP is making nonstop bangers, though, Mish. Hard to argue with him. Didier, did you not see our message to Muslims episode? By the way, first karma's complete. That's enough of that. That's why I forgive Joe Rogan, because it's too much brainwash. It's way too much brainwash. A lot of great karmas today, people. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, raise that vibration. Let the algorithm know that we are raising the vibration and that we are hitchhiking to the most. Ha! That was great that we did a forgiveness on Joe Rogan. Very powerful karmas.